of God welling up in my spirit. So I'm just going to let go and trust that the right words will come forth, that I will not interfere with them. I feel God in the feminine polarity, God as mother ministering to us today. And she's saying, it is very important, my beloved ones, that you come to me every day, that you set aside time. And it is most helpful to do this at the beginning of your day. And you speak to me in nakedness about everything you are feeling. Do not try to have the world and what happens in the world not affect you. If what happens in the world brings forth a reaction within you, if it triggers emotion within you, do not suppress the emotion. Do not deny the emotion. Do not act like you do not feel it, but bring it to me. Tell me about it. If emotions move and you are moved to make sounds and you are moved to cry or you are moved to yell or you are moved to pound something to get the emotion out of you, let yourself do that. And something amazing will happen if you fully commit to doing this. You will receive the light of truth. The light of truth causes you to see beyond the veil, to see beyond this world of illusion. It will cause you to more and more relate to the world as your angelic siblings relate to the world. You are able to see with love and compassion that most of your human siblings on earth have a very, very deep struggle with what you call the ego consciousness. Now we will speak to you specifically about the presidential campaign and the results. And we will speak to you not from the level of the earth plane, but what is going on in consciousness. What is going on spiritually with the collective consciousness of those siblings who are your fellow citizens of this country. Now, we will speak to those of you who are seriously working on the path of self-transformation. You are aware of negative patterning that produces pain, suffering, struggle, and lack. You are aware that because of that negative patterning, and how deeply embedded it is within, it can be very, very difficult to accept love, to accept joy, to accept peace, to accept balance, to accept health, to accept well-being. So understand that as you have delved into your own psyches, as you have delved into your own consciousness and encountered the difficulties of letting in your good or letting heaven in, so it is the same with the collective consciousness that is comprised of every single human being in your country. So your election presented you with two states of being, or the promise or the forecast of two states of being. On the one hand, you had a sibling presenting you with joy, with love, with union, with upliftment, with the desire that everyone, no matter who they are, be included at the table of God. A bit of heaven was the promise from one of your siblings running for president. The other sibling presented a vision of anger, retribution, separation, division, hatred, conflict. See then the duality, the higher self, the God self, and the ego. So collectively, each individual consciousness that comprises the collective consciousness of your country, there was a struggle to let heaven or the promise of heaven in. Just as you have experienced in your own individual process, your personal struggle to let heaven in. But do understand, beloved ones, that the story is not over. No. You have been taught, and you can certainly see that it is true, that the earth plane is a sphere of purification, where souls who are out of balance come, and they experience their out of balance state in form. And they are given an opportunity to come back into balance by choosing choosing to walk the path of self-transformation, which brings divinity, the light of God, into the psyche, and it transforms the woundedness and the insanity and the guilt and self-judgment of the ego. What it is important for you all to understand as you continue to work with yourselves and to see what happens in your world from a metaphysical perspective is that the ego cannot stand heaven. It cannot stand joy. It cannot stand peace. It cannot stand being loved. It cannot stand well-being. So you see, each one of you, all of your siblings on this planet, are part ego and part divine self. And when you choose to let the Spirit of God within you transform the ego, which is a path and a process, you come into more and more union with your divinity. And you are then able to let in more and more joy, more and more health, more and more well-being and ease and fulfillment. So the story is not over. The story is not over for any being who is on this planet, any being who is participating in the reincarnational cycles of life. Now, I want to come back to your spiritual practice, your time with me. I have said to you that as you pour your feelings out into me during your spiritual practice, whatever they are, whatever feelings have been triggered by your experience in the world or events in the world, talk to me about them. Let emotions come up and out of you, and light will be poured into you. And you will see that this light will give you the peace that passes all understanding. This light will give you the joy that passes all understanding. It will lift you into a place in consciousness where, even though there may be hell all around you, you will remain with us in heaven, creating your personal experience of heaven on earth. You will see this being proved to be so, proven to be so in your own experience. You will begin to relate to the world as we who are of the angelic realm do, that we see the illusion, but we do not believe in it. We remain with God in the consciousness of heaven, and we are here to help any being who desires our help and is ready to transform, to move out of the consciousness of illusion and into truth. Be at peace, beloved ones. Let yourselves remain with us in the consciousness of heaven. And we will say to you that which we have given to your sibling here, Brother Daniel. We will say it again. You are all here to help, to heal humanity, to help, to heal the world, not to join in with the world's suffering. Be still and know that you are God, individuated as you. Be at peace always.